This field, we're going to look at Oregon's offense versus Colorado. Really dominant performance by Oregon. Before we get into it, if you could like and subscribe. If you're trying to get some merch, just scroll down or look in the description. Anything at offthelipdesigns.com helps out. Anyway, we'll dive right in. Very first clip that we have right here is just Oregon running counter. Obviously, there was a bit of a discrepancy as far as the lines of scrimmage, and I think Colorado had done a good job of kind of mitigating that the first 3 weeks against some teams that obviously doesn't have the personnel that Oregon has, but they did a good job of mitigating that and not trying to make it into more of a track meet as opposed to a football game previous 3 weeks. But right here, if you're looking at counter versus his forefront, the way that they have it aligned, this guard's going to pull the kick right here. Fullback's going to pull for the front side linebacker. All right, so what we're going to do for the rest of it, you're going to get a good double team right here to the backside. You're going to block back with the center, gap hinge with the tackle. So as you're seeing right here, back's that way, so he's actually going to go same side, counter right here with that. So a lot of times, teams, whenever they have the back that way, they may slant that way. The backers may flow pretty quickly away from the back because a lot of times you're running that running back that direction whenever he's on that side. But anyway, as you see, the back comes here, and then he angles back behind that guard and tackles. So right here, guard's pulling. You want to get that play side shoulder. This end gets way upfield. So right here, pretty easy kick right here for 74. Boom, then 3. This dude's a ball player right here. Really versatile tight end. Gets up on that linebacker. You can see how physical that is right there on that linebacker. Linebacker's just catching. Boom, right there. Playing with his hat. Knocks that dude off the ball right there, creating tons of space. And right here, you seeing this double team that they're trying to get right here? The double actually tries to come right here to this backside shade, and this guard gets a little bit too caught up in it, or he gets washed here by that end and is not able to get up on that linebacker. But right here, running back playing fast. Great contact right there, able to create space. And that running back's able to jump outside and outrun this unblocked guy because they weren't able to get up on that linebacker with that double team. But anyway, big play right there. They're moving people, playing downhill. This is the very first drive. Running through arm tackle right there. You see Oregon right here just trying to set the tone, being physical right here against this box. You got a bubble here outside to hopefully contain that so you don't have to go in there and block linebackers with a smaller receiver. So right there, eventually you're probably going to flip that bubble out there if they're getting that linebacker into the box late and that safety playing way over the top. So eventually you can come back to that bubble later. But anyway, just a simple GH counter right there. Playing some power football, falling forward, getting an explosive play. Right here on this look, you get motion right here from the receiver in here tight. He's running shallow. You got a corner right here. Looks like the back maybe he's running an angle right here. But where they start their eyes is right here to the two receiver side, running an angle corner. He's getting in behind it and running out. So you're getting a little bit of a rub right here. And as you see, it's 2-on-2. These guys are playing off man. And a really good thing to do, especially if you think these guys may switch some stuff off, is to run this smash route right here where it's just a switch right there. You're running a corner from the outside guy. This inside guy times it up so he can get in behind that, get a rub, and run to the out. So right here, Bo Nix, he likes his space right here, so his eyes start there. As you see, he's in breaking. He's going up to that corner. The slot receiver slows down just enough. You see him right here stuttering his feet. He jabs it, goes to the out. There's a bit of a rub right there on that safety. Great throw right there to the outside. This is a really long throw for, a 6-7 yard route, but that's an absolute bullet right there from Bo Nix. Really impressive throw, stretching it all the way outside the numbers on an out route from the far hash. Gets up close to the first down. Of course, if you wouldn't have liked this smash route right here, you got this under coming right here. To get off of it, you'd say, hey, probably one of these guys is probably going to have to run pretty quickly to it. If they're chasing right there, now you've got that under. You got this angle right here from the back that's replacing that as well. So lots of different things right there and a good chance to take that out. So he took it, but you also had a progression off of it. That wasn't an option for you right there. This play is a little bit more intricate than most people would think. So right here with this motion, he's going to come in, he's going to crack the guy that's manned up right here on this fullback. And I think what Bo Nix is looking at, he's looking at this corner. Is this corner chasing hard where he can out leverage him with his arrow? If not, then we're going to hand that thing off. But right here, you see this corner sits outside with this motion. He sits outside. His eyes are in the backfield. So right there, we don't want to pull that because he would sit there and he would jump that arrow route. So instead of doing that, everybody else is just running an inside zone to the left or duo. Everybody's blocking that inside gap. Hands the ball off right here and trying to get movement. Good cut there by the running back and able to get back vertical and find a way to get into the end zone right there. So really good job. Maybe not the vertical movement you look for. Right there is a good double team right there at the point of attack. And they're able to get up to this linebacker that feels pretty quickly. But right here at this tight end spot, just finds a way to move him horizontally. And now that running back makes a cut off of him, gets back vertical. He's able to finish in the end zone right there. So I think that RPO right there is somewhat intricate and kind of interesting right there. He's rolling in there. He's going to block there. If this guy would have been chasing hard right there, they probably pull that and flip it out there to the fullback. And that's probably also setting up something where if this guy's sitting outside now, eventually they can run across right here, something like that, to get in that space, because that guy's playing slow. They're going to have to slip that guy. Now you got a lot of space there to the backside corner with nobody really playing man-to-man because he just played slow right there on that look. Another example of Oregon really trying to take over this game with their physicality. This box is really light for a 21 personnel set. This is only a 6-man box versus their 7 blockers. And obviously you can take another one with the quarterback if you read somebody. But right here, extremely light box on a 1st and 10. And they're just running G lead. So they're getting a heck of a double team right here. He's going to down block. He's pulling a kick right here. And everybody else is zoning that way, trying to get up to that linebacker if they can. So right here, it's the same side run. So it must have been something they saw in film that they like to maybe slant away from that back. But right here, same side. As you see, he just steps to him, shows his pocket. Quarterback gives it to him. Now he's following that G lead out there. And the big thing right here is this double team. That double team right there on the end creates that edge. And this guard getting to get downhill on this backer, kick that dude. And they actually got this center all the way up to this backer. This guard does a great job getting their front side. Center gets up. They get a piece of everybody. They're outrunning these guys from the backside. Same side, look, kick. Running back's rolling right there. Safety trying to fill the alley. Running back makes him miss. Great cut. A really good vision. Really good scheme with that G lead. And then just a really light box there for Colorado that Oregon's able to take advantage of. I'd like to be able to tell you exactly what's happening on this play, but I really don't know. But it's pretty intricate here. You started off in a diamond set. They motion out of it. And now you got a tight end, fullback. You got your back, fullback here as well. You got your receiver here tight. And then they motion the running back out there as well. So a lot of movement here, a lot of pre-snap movement. You see right there, he's going right there. Before he gets outside the tackle, they snap the ball. So right there, they're trying to get those guys out of the box, and they end up running just counter, GH counter, back this way. But the interesting part about this is this fullback that motion out over here, he ends up going to the flats, and this receiver kind of tempos it, and then he goes to the corner right here. So quarterback catches it, and right here it looks like he's running a quarterback counter. And then he gets all up in the line, actually gets somebody to get hands on him. Now he decides, hey, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and flip it out there to the flats late when I'm at 2 yards depth. But it works out. He flips it out there to the flats. You had a corner right there that was also open. So right here, there's the corner, there's the flat. I don't know if it's one of those things where he was telling him, hey, we're going to run counter. And if you don't like counter, then just look out there. You should have a high-low on the south side backer if that guy's stepping in. So if I was looking at it, I'd probably base that in right there, pull for the front side, and pull the fullback right there for that one, and then just read that guy as we're running counter. If he steps up or there's an extra guy out there, I'm just going to run a counter. But if not, now I've got the chance to throw this smash down here to one of these guys. He's got to take one or the other. But right there, steps up, flips it out there late. Great catch by the tight end. Is able to turn and get to the end zone right there for another big touchdown for Oregon. But again, very intricate, a lot of movement, a lot of moving parts. Bo Nix is able to make it work. Right there, flips it out there. He gets just enough on that ball to give him a chance to make a play, and that's what happens right there for a big touchdown. Here's a look right here with the ball on their own 15, 16-yard line, and they just run a fake punt. They just knew they had these guys' number right here, and so they snap it right here to 98. And it looks like they're basically running power that way. Everybody's just going that way, releasing. Punter right there jumps up, acts like that's a high snap. He's going to turn around, try to take people's eyes. You see these guys are running to it. Everybody's getting eyes there. And then it clips over here. And you see right here, you're just getting a kick, a lead, and the guy's running right there behind us. So all they're running is basically a counter with that shield. And right here, you feel bad for this dude. This dude's probably a corner or something. And that doesn't look great. That's probably one of the biggest dudes on the team. Tasked with trying to take that guy on. Just fall down. Don't let him kill you right there. And now they're rolling. They got to their big dude, 98. He's just rolling in space. He just had to chop him down right there. Ain't no way you're going to head up with that dude. Go right for the knees. Don't business decision. Don't sit there and try to go chest up with that dude because he'll absolutely wreck you. But anyway, great call. Great aggressive call right there for Oregon. They're already up 13-0. And they decide they're going to fake punt it right there on their own 16. And they got it. Another look here of same side counter. This time they get to run it to the one tech. But anyway, running back's going to go there and then go back that direction. Right here, double team to the backside. You're going back to the 3. This tackle is going to actually jab and then work back. Guard's pulling to kick. Fullback's pulling a wrap and lead right there. So we'll take a look at it. Again, they're faking a screen out here. Eventually they should throw that thing out there if this backer's peeking into the box. But right here, great double team. They actually get off to that backside linebacker right there. So there's a good double right there. They're hip to hip. They're working up to the backside. And that time the tackle's able to come off. and get that backside linebacker right here with the kick. Again, try to get play side shoulder. Boom, right there. We got the kick. We got exactly what we want so we can get vertical. There's the fullback pulling around for the front side. Again, hopefully get your play side. This is what he's trying to do. Not quite play side, but he just gets enough. He's playing physical, playing fast. And that back just sees daylight. Straight vertical, which is exactly what you want to see. You want to see somebody running straight at the goalpost with a lot of momentum. And that's what happens right here with number 0. Runs through some arm tackles. This is on a 2nd and 21. And they just run the same side counter, and they just go ahead and get it on a 2nd and 21. They ain't even worried with it. But anyway, kick, lead. Another interesting thing right here, just watching this tackle. You got a 3 tech or maybe 4 out. He stabs right there with that play side arm, and then he works back for that backside end right there. But again, kick, lead, double team, gets both their guys, and they're running straight at the goalpost. Make a guy miss right there, hurdles him, shakes that dude out of his shoes. Gets a first down on a 2nd and 21, again with that same side counter. Where Oregon got 4 receivers down here in their back, and they've just got their single dude up here running a slant. And if you're looking at just numbers, they got 4 guys down here low trying to get a 5th. The box numbers are cool, so you're 5-on-5 in the box. So if you want to run like some kind of a quarterback run right there, it'd be great. But then also you can win on a slant here. And right here as you're looking at it, it looks like Bo Nix is maybe just trying to check that way, just trying to get him there. And then he turns around, and all he did was run a 1-step slant. This wasn't even like some intricate, shake or anything off the ball. He just walks off the ball and then sticks it, and it's a race to all that space, and he just wins it. Easy throwing catching right here. If you're looking at Bo Nix's feet, it's kind of an odd-looking thing right here. It's almost like he's moving out of the pocket, but of course, that dude's a veteran dude. He's strong enough. Flips that thing, puts it right on his face mask. Good throw and catch right here. Obviously not like clinic footwork, but Bo Nix probably thrown that slant 1,000 times. He can move it, throw it on the run, he can do whatever he wants. It makes it work right there for Oregon. Here's another mentality play for Oregon. Again, just running straight inside zone, getting a little bit of motion here to kind of fancy it up a little bit, but all it is straight inside zone. And what you got right here is you're going to trade with the tackle and tight end. He's basically basing there. You're going to get a double team there to the backer in the box. He's working his inside gap, which is going to be that end right there. You got the fullback that's going to cross. This safety actually rolls down into the box, and they are not worried about that dude. And it kind of shows in this one. He was kind of a liability as far as tackling. But right there, good tray. Take care of you. All those defenders, even the guy trying to fold in right there, good job by the tackle. Having his eyes up. Basing right there. And here's the double team. That's where you're really going to want to press downhill. Double team up right there. There should be good movement. Right there, the guard takes him over. And that center works straight up to that linebacker. And that's the gap that they end up hitting straight downhill. And they're rolling right there on that one. Again, taking care of it. Safety tries to roll down into the box. They didn't even worry about that dude. Just take care of the dudes. Move people. Play fast with a head of steam. See if they'll tackle you with your momentum. And right here, also backside, you can see this fullback. He actually bluffs. He's coming down to take whatever. Again, I'm really not sure what they're looking for as far as these reads. We'd love to hear from you guys with any opinions or any thoughts that you have on how you're reading this as far as that guy going to the flats and how they're kind of cracking right here. But anyway, whatever it was, you got a give read right there. Now he's rolling. Again, going straight vertical, straight at the goalpost. That's the thing that you saw a lot in this game is you had running backs running with a head of steam in the secondary, straight at the goalpost. Those dudes are having to try to make tackles. That's really tough to do with that much space. Not a bad job here by that safety to get him on the ground because that's all you're trying to do is just fight to try to find it, to keep him from hitting his head on the goalpost. You got to find a way to get that dude on the ground because there's only one left that can make a play. So not a bad job right there. Great job by the Oregon offensive line again. Just moving people, putting bodies on them, and again, mentality plays straight downhill at Colorado and making big things happen. Here's a play right here that was a huge explosive play, and it's a really good concept. You got some sort of a smash down here, and then you're just running scissors here. So you're going to let him get over the top, go corner first, and then he goes post. Hopefully open up the middle of the field. This back's going to check over here, and then he's going to get out to the flat. So you're getting your smash there. You also got an outlet here. Typically, you're going to say, quarterback, you start your eyes here, make sure that safety stays off the hash. Now we'll work backside. If that safety chases that corner, now we're throwing that corner right there. If linebackers and all that drops, you got your outlet out there outside. Obviously, if there's a blitz, probably going to pick that guy up. Right as you see, he comes across now. He's releasing to the flats right there. But here's your guy releasing to the corner. Going corner there. You're going to go post late. And this is a deep scissors right there. But right there with Bo Nix, he flips his wrist. Wide open. Tons of space right there. There's your guy that just ran the corner. Great throwing catch. Good two ball right there through windows. Easy right there for 11. Right here you get a better look of it. There's the corner. There's the post, and right here on the bottom you can see there's going to be a corner route there, trying to hold that safety so that opens up the middle of the field with lots of space. These backers are not able to drop far enough out right there, and obviously you got your check right there if you don't have the chance for an explosive play, which obviously they do right there. You see when this ball gets out, Nix is throwing it right now. This is what the image looks like whenever he throws the ball. So really good anticipation. He knows with that safety right there, get that ball out right now, let your guy run to it. No chance with the way the safety's hips were turning and how he's running out that he's going to recover on that. Let your guy continue to run. Easy throw and catch right there. Huge play, touchdown for Oregon. Here's a look at it empty. Just really want to talk about this side right here. And obviously it looks like there's some sort of option and some other stuff going on here. But it looks like quarterback's eyes start here. And all you're looking for are these seams and verticals. I think you have a sit right here and a seam. And right here, as you're seeing it, safety's rolling away. So really, seams are great against the one high. All right, so this receiver right here, he's trying to outside release this. His backer drops outside. So right there, he just slips to the inside and try to restack so he can stay vertical, stay away from these backers. A lot of times you prefer outside release. This is not a must outside release, but preferred outside, because a lot of times the outside release is going to keep you away from this mic. If you just inside release that, a lot of times he'll wash you in and you get you close to that linebacker. But right here, with just the way that he's dropping, he's not able to, so slip that, get back vertical, stay away from those mics. And right there, with him dropping to the flats, trying to get underneath this hitch or whatever it is, this corner, they're playing basically cover 3 over here, is trying to midpoint any 2 verticals right here. If both these guys are running verticals, he's wanting to midpoint right there, so maybe he can break on either one, make it a tighter throw. But right here, Bo Nix recognizes it, gets it out right there. You don't want to push him down the field, puts it on his body. So right here, if you're just looking at it on air, you'd be like, oh, that's not a great throw. But right here, you have to put it on his body. You can't lead him, because if you lead him, now these guys are going to converge about the same spot and actually smoke that guy. So it's a good job slowing him down. Catch it with your hands right there. Now you're in that space. If you would have let him, he's probably getting smoked about the time he catches it. But he catches it. Now he's got a chance to make something happen and protect himself. Interesting play right here. So those verts, and for whatever reason, that guy's just spot dropping to the flats. Doesn't get hands on, doesn't really do much. Veteran quarterback right there is going to take advantage of that all day, and that's what Bo Nix does right there. Here's another look of a running back getting vertical, chasing the goalpost right here. But on this one, Oregon's actually running a little bit of GT, which is best play in football, obviously. Right here, they're running it 2 tight end set. You got a couple of receivers over here, so a tray set here. And right here, you can get this tray right here with the tackle tight end there, backside. They're going to base, seal, pull the kick, pull the lead for the front side. So if this guy folds in, it's going to be the guy that they kick. He folds in, they're rolling to a 1 high look right here with all that. And there are lots of things that you can take advantage of if you know they got to roll to a 1 high, set the edge here on that side. So anyway, great double team here. Here's the pullers. Again, play side shoulder, kick. That guy's a little bit undersized, just the physics of this. Ain't going to be great for him. Kick, lead on the front side linebacker. Again, backside tackle, playing with some momentum. Boom. Play side shoulder, rocks that guy. And that's, again, exactly what you're looking for with your running back. Get him to run straight vertical. As soon as you get those kicks, boom. We're going to try to hit our head on the goalpost. Playing fast, run through arm tackles. Again, safety's the guy that has to make the play. Backside linebacker's running right there, trying to help out. But again, they got their running back vertical after those kicks, and they obviously dominated the line of scrimmage to do that. Anytime you can get those guys to run straight at the goalpost, you can have a lot of success right there. And that's what obviously Oregon did all day. Of course, Oregon's a really good football team. I think Colorado is still building. They're still a little bit overmatched whenever it comes to elite competition. This is the first time that they actually saw some elite competition, top 10, 15 team. And I really think Oregon's going to be a factor. Them, USC, Washington, that's actually a stacked league whenever you look at it. Not even to mention Utah, Washington State. I mean, people used to talk bad about the Pac-12, and now it's about to dismantle, and they're probably the best conference in college football at this time. But anyway, one of those things you see coming with Colorado, had 3 straight weeks of pretty emotional games, and then they stepped up in competition and went on the road. It's going to be really hard for those dudes to go get up for 4 straight weeks, and then especially seeing really good competition in Oregon. But it's going to be fun to see how both these teams progress throughout the year. I think Colorado's going to bounce back. I know they have a tough week again with USC, but I know they'll probably be a little bit more focused and ready for this competition. Obviously, it's going to be at home as well, but then Oregon, with their physicality, and then Bo Nix back there, they're going to be really tough to beat. They're going to have a really good chance to be a playoff team and compete in the Pac-12.